I just think the biggest key to success when it comes to this new year is really just trusting yourself. Everybody sets goals for the new year. Everybody has those new year resolutions and new year, new me mindset. Oh, I want to go to the gym and get in shape this year. I want to start eating healthy this year. I want to make $100,000 this year. But when do they do it? When do they start? When do they actually put that plan into action? There will never, ever, ever in life be a perfect time to start besides now. What's good, y'all? Welcome to another video. I hope everybody's having an amazing day. Today is currently December 30th, 2023, which means tomorrow is New Year's Eve. This video is very unexpected, but I'm here making it for y'all, and let's just get into it. Honestly, I had like an entire plan for this video, but I really just want to talk. Get vulnerable, open up a little bit, give y'all some motivation for the new year, and y'all just rock with me. I'm gonna let y'all know in advance I'm going to be talking a lot. I'm going to be yapping this video, so if y'all don't come here for me talking, feel free to click off. I'm not judging. It's just the ones that want to listen. What I'm saying? It's about to be the new year. We getting this together. So yeah, like I said, today is December 30th. Currently 10:15 p.m. It's been a long day. I went to work earlier and it's been a mess. So I left early, tried to clean up and get everything together. That really didn't work out. My room's a mess again, but it's fine. Anyways, the new year, 2024. Truthfully, I feel like it's going to be a really good year for us, for a lot of us. God has selected, the people who are going to struggle, the people who are going to succeed, the people who are going to do a little bit of both. And I feel like that was me this year. I struggled a lot, but I also achieved a whole lot more. And like I'm extremely grateful. The year didn't start off the way I thought it would. Like I had a really bad birthday. I didn't do anything for New Year's. Just wasn't a good year, at least to start off with. But as I look back on the year I've had, it's been a really, really, really good year. Like even with the bad things and the challenges and everything that I went through throughout the year, I'm still grateful because it made me learn a lot. It taught me a lot. It put me in uncomfortable situations that required me to do things slightly differently than I've been doing before. And I still don't have everything figured out, but I know for a fact I am getting the knowledge. I know what to do. It's just the matter of actually doing it. It's been one of them years. It's like I've gotten a taste of what success feels like, but I haven't grasped that feeling yet. And that's the goal for 2024, is to really feel the success and claim it as mine, and watch it grow into different avenues, and using the blessings that God is going to bless me with to bless others, especially my family. That's my biggest goal for the year, is to take care of my family and do something good for them. I'm grateful that I was able to give them a pretty decent Christmas this year. I was kind of nervous that I wasn't going to be able to provide for Christmas this year, but everything worked out and I'm grateful for that. But yeah, my biggest goal for 2024 is to take care of my family. I want to hand my mom a $5,000 check at one point throughout 2024. That's one of my biggest goals. Abundance is on that list. Getting my first apartment is on that list. Getting my first car is on that list. It's a lot. I don't want to say all my goals out loud for people, because there's a lot of energy when it comes to setting goals, when it comes to having dreams and visions and stuff like that. There's like a lot of energy, that can either be taken or given to you. One thing I saw on the internet was like vision boards shouldn't be shared publicly because there's a lot of envy and jealousy surrounding, your goals, and that even just the spirit of jealousy or envy can really take away from what you put into your own vision and your own goals. So one goal for the new year that I feel like a lot of us should really implement is the fact that we cannot keep telling everybody our dreams and tell everybody our goals, because not everybody gets the vision. That's the truth. Not everybody gets the vision. Not everybody understands what you're doing and why you're doing it. So why tell closed-minded people? That doesn't mean don't tell anybody what you want to do. That means tell the right people. That means make sure the people that you're telling your goals to are going to support you and uplift you throughout the journey, that are probably on the same path as you. Don't tell a person that's doing the complete opposite of what you're doing, because they're either going to shoot it down, pretend to care, or just not care at all. And it's like, if you truly want to see success, take it up with God. Like, that's the truth. Take it up with God. Let God know what you want out of this year. Ask him, what can you do to get to where you want to be, and steadily work towards getting there. It's not a one-time thing. It's not a, hey, God, I want to be a millionaire by the end of the year. Okay, you want to be a millionaire? Let me show you how to become a millionaire. What can you do? What steps can you take? Where can you go? Who can you network with? It's a lot of steps you got to take to get to where you want to be. And you're not going to get there right away. It might not happen overnight. Might not happen in a month. It might not happen throughout the year. But just know, the more steps you take towards something, the closer you get to it. 2024 it's going to be a year of opportunity. That's my take on it. This year is going to be a year of opportunity. There's going to be a lot of opportunities coming our way, and some of them you're going to have to say no to. Some of them you're going to have to say yes to, and the ones you say yes to might require sacrifice. It might require you to cut some people off. It might require you to, get rid of some habits, get rid of some things, some people. It's going to require you to, take a step higher, even if it's a little uncomfortable. It's going to require a lot of trust. Opportunities come with trust, and if you don't trust where you're going, you'll end up running back to where you started. And that's kind of been my problem throughout 2023. I notice when a challenge approaches me, or when there's an uncomfortable, area of life that I'm about to walk into, if I don't know what I'm doing, I always go back to somewhere I'm comfortable at, somewhere I feel safe at, somewhere that can't hurt me. And that hurt me in its own, because me going back to my comfort zone, me going back to something that feels comfortable to me, it resulted in me missing out on that opportunity. Sometimes it's a blessing in disguise. Sometimes you truly missed out. You have to understand and determine like what works best for you. You got to just understand and determine, am I missing out, or should I leave that alone? It's a lot of things that come our way that are sent from the enemy that try to knock us off our path. And there's some things that are sent by God to say, yo, come walk this way. Even if you don't trust it right now, give it a step, give it a try, go for it, because you never know what could happen. And sometimes that's just how you end up in better places. It's the unexpected things that really come and get you. If you go for something and you don't feel 100% confident right away, but you have that feeling that this might work out, go for it. But if there's like red flags thrown at you immediately, it don't have to be immediately. Maybe you go in and it seems good, but you start seeing red flags along the way. Take a step back, observe the situation, leave it if you got to leave it, go for it if you got to go for it. I just think the biggest key to success when it comes to this new year is really just trusting yourself. You can't put all your trust into someone else and expect to get the same results if you were put the trust into yourself. And trusting yourself don't mean just saying, I can do it, I can do this. Let me, I'll be great at this if I just do it. But if you don't actually do it, you feel me? Everybody sets goals for the new year. Everybody has those New Year resolutions and new me mindset. I want to go to the gym and get in shape this year. I want to start eating healthy this year. I want to make $100,000 this year. But when do they do it? When do they start? When do they actually put that plan into action? This is a year of action, bro. That's one thing. Opportunity, action, trust, obedience. Like, there's a lot more I can add to the list, but it's a year of action. If you set a goal, act on it. Stop sitting and waiting for it to be perfect. Just go for it. Like, no, there will never, ever, ever in life be a perfect time to start besides now. If you want to get in shape, go to the gym. If you can't go to the gym, work out at home. If you can't work out at home, stop making excuses. Start now. Stop procrastinating. Stop waiting. Stop wasting time. One thing I learned this year is that time is so freaking valuable. Time is valuable, dog. And I've wasted so much time this year, whether it's from laziness, procrastination, depression, just not feeling like doing something. Like, I've wasted so much time this year that I wish I could get back. Cause who knows where I would have been if I used my time wisely back in the past year, like January, March, and them years. Like, what if I used that time more wisely? Like, I'd be a lot further than I am today. Not saying that I'm taking where I am for granted, because I am blessed to be in this position I'm in right now in life, and I'm excited for where, God is about to take me in this new year. But I'm saying time is so valuable. Like, time is so valuable, and I'm learning that myself. Like, I really want to work on my time management in 2024, like setting goals, acting on them, setting deadlines, working towards that deadline. I need to stop leaving things in the air, because if you leave them in the air, they're just there. You don't know when you're going to grab it. You don't know if it's coming to you. It's just in the air. It's just sitting there floating. Like, if there's a deadline or if there's a goal you want to set, make sure you set a time, a deadline, a date. Be specific about your goals. That's the only way you'll ever accomplish your goals. If you have a set deadline, if you know when you're going to get it done, if you know what you're going to do to get it done, it's going to get done. Now, if you set a goal and say, I'll have it done soon. When is soon? Soon could be tomorrow. Soon could be next week. Soon could be next year. Set realistic and specific goals. I'm excited. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. Like, I'm about to turn 21 in like a week. That's crazy. I'm about to be 21 in a week, and I think that's where most of my anxiety lately has been coming from. The fact that I'm about to be an actual official adult, and I don't really have my life together in the slightest. But one thing I've been hearing throughout the year is, like, stop trying to rush perfection and stop trying to have your life figured out in your 20s. Like, I was stressing at 20. Like I ain't have no years left. Like, I was stressing trying to have everything perfect, and like, I'm not even 21 yet. And that's the crazy part. Just imagine, what life could be at when I'm 25. Like, boy, 25 is crazy. But I expect to be sitting on at least 100,000, 500,000 by the time I'm 25. That's what I'm just putting in the air. I want to run it up these years, but I also want to enjoy my life while I'm still young, because I think a lot of us get so focused on being number one in everything. We're so focused on our goals, which is great. Don't get me wrong. Focusing on your goals and being goal oriented, whatever the word is. When you're focused on accomplishing your goals and locking in and just working, hustle, grind, like, that's cool. But you got to remember to take time to just live. Being in that hustle mindset 24/7, it's okay, but it gets draining because you don't really take time to enjoy what you have and enjoy life for what it is. Like, I get it. Like, I understand, like, being locked in and really not letting the distractions get to you, because that's the mindset I'm working on developing. Getting rid of the distractions, not letting people in my life, if they're going to take away from me or take away from my life or my goals or my success. I'm all about, making the most out of my life and making the most out of my time and making the most money I possibly can. Because as a Capricorn, I don't mean to bring zodiac signs into it, but like, as a Capricorn, I'm all about my money, all about being successful. I'm all about being the greatest I can be. GOAT, we're the GOAT sign, so of course. But like, at the same time, I find it so important to appreciate every single step of this journey, because there could easily be a moment where everything's taken away from you, and what do you have left? Or there could be a moment that you could face death, God forbid, but you could be facing death and you wouldn't have really enjoyed your life, because you have tunnel vision. You're focused on that and nothing else, which is okay, but you have to have some type of balance in your life. it's hard finding balance nowadays because there's just so much to do, and there's always work, 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 or it's family, and there's always you got to do this, you got to do that. But sometimes you just got to sit and just be and exist as a living human being, because life ain't promised, tomorrow ain't promised. And if you waste time focusing on one thing to the point where it takes away from everything else, you start to lose yourself, you start to lose your humanity, you start to lose that love for life that you once had.